Remember when I had a week and a half of backlog? Yeah, that's not longer a thing because I've been busy, frankly. That's just been the entire thing there. So let's go to Twilight Town because I think we're doing 100 Echo today. And I think that's going to be all we do today. So this is being recorded on the day. Matter of fact, it's like 3 o'clock. This is going up 8, I think, right? 8 o'clock. So this is being recorded literally like 5 hours before it goes up. Because again, I haven't had time to sit down and record a full episode. So this might be a bit of a shorter episode as well. Because what else are we going to do? Are we going to do this, then a Komi Ship route, and the first cutscene in Arendelle? Because I only have time to record one episode anyway. Because I do actually need to be doing work right now, which I'm just flat out not doing to make this video. Which is a very, very poor decision on my part. It just means that I'll be working a little bit later tonight, I suppose. So we're just going to do a couple of minigames.
Greetings, gentlemen. What brings you all the way out here? Besides the finest tea this side of Big Ben, of course.
Huh? But, Merlin, I thought that you asked us to stop by.
Gracious, did I?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you leave a message for us with Chip and Dale?
Yeah, well, that was like 2 weeks ago.
Ah, yes, the book. That's right.
It's the Book of Prophecy. Winnie the Pooh.
Hey, this is...
Did something happen?
Well, that's what you need to find out, lad.
I'll give the Sleeping Realm theory one very big benefit of the doubt here. And that is that this entire section...
Okay,
Shut
I'll
up.
see you in a bit.
This entire section is a bit out of place.
Yes.
And especially the elephant character that appears within this book is really weird that they would just randomly include that. Because if they also believe, which I do think they did their research, at least to a certain extent. I don't know what the name of the character is, but it's the purple elephant we'll be seeing in a moment. Hasn't appeared in like 30, 40, 50 or so years in any Disney media until Kingdom Hearts 3, which is just the weirdest fucking cameo ever. So you would think that it has some kind of like lore implications at least, right? Together with like the whole story thing here with Sora being forgotten.
No bother. Sink, sink, sink. Sink,
Also,
sink,
shell shading.
Pooh Bear! You okay?
Oh, hello there, Sora.
Sorry, there's construction outside. At least they're not drilling anymore. They were drilling at like 9 in the morning.
Good to see you, Pooh. And you too, Piglet.
Hello.
You're not in trouble? But I thought something odd must be going on.
Let me see. I don't remember anything oddish, but perhaps I've forgotten. Sink, sink, sink.
Oh,
Sink,
we've
sink,
got trouble,
sink.
all right.
Oh, bother.
Would that be the rabbit sort of trouble? Sorry. Please continue.
If you were making a Gen 4 remake, just in theory, how do you even remember you weren't even here last time.
Wow, who's this?
Oh, wait a second, it's a kangaroo.
It's okay.
Okay.
He's my
No, never
friend.
mind.
Hi, I'm Sora.
And I'm Lumpy. It's nice to meet you.
Also the most British fucking thing you'll ever hear in Kingdom Hearts.
Suffering sassafras. Stomp around a little louder, why don't you?
Oh. Go for I'm sorry.
I kind of like it when the ground gets bouncy. Oh,
Well, I suppose if something has to bounce. Huh? Speaking of,
I wonder if I can easily do shell shading in Blender. I'll have to look into that, because it is a style that I very much do like. I just don't know
Back for some more bones.
how it combines with ray tracing technology.
Jigger!
Come on, let's go. You too, Roo.
Yippee! Me too. I want to bounce.
Oh, yes. It is time for bouncing.
I don't know what it is in the game. I'm gonna be real with you.
All would-be bouncers are welcome. Oh, I remember now. Rabbit's trouble is harvest-related.
Well, thank you for remembering my plight, Pooh. Better late than never. Excuse me? Would anyone else care to remember why we're here?
I don't know. Why are we here?
As I recall, we came to help
Hold
you
on.
with your garden, Rabbit. After which, perhaps
Is this world
you
optional?
might have sinned for a smirk
This
with
world
a
might
tool.
just be optional.
Correct. No. I mean, we'll
I'm
see
looking
about
this
that,
up.
Pooh.
We're doing it anyway because we're this far in. But Kingdom Hearts 3,
You can help too,
100
Sora.
Acre Wood
What? Me
optional. Is it optional? It is an optional world. Huh. Also, Reddit, minor spoilers. So what was the point of 100 Acre Wood? Literally nothing. Yeah, because it's the staple of the series. Yeah, but, you know, Sephiroth isn't in the game. Well, that's been a staple of the... Oh, we still have the stat boost from last episode, obviously. For me, it's been like a week and a half since I recorded... Yeah, sure. For me, it's been a week and a half since I recorded that. But for the game, it's literally only been like a minute.
My vegetable garden is right over there.
Where exactly? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we need to do some... Wait, what? How do I start a minigame? That is the stupidest way to start a minigame ever. I mean, I don't like 100 Acre Wood in pretty much any Kingdom Hearts game, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is by far the worst. But at least I can just talk about things a bit with you guys. Because I've been thinking, what are we gonna do with Remind? I've been thinking, maybe... Oh. I've been thinking maybe we just don't do Remind. Because it literally is just the... it's just the ending of the game played over again with some extra cutscenes. And it is...
I'll gather these.
I don't know what this does. I've never actually used that in my first playthrough here. Oh, that seems highly useful.
Impressive.
And when it was initially released, it had been like a year since you played the end of the game. But playing that back to back with the actual ending of the game just seems kind of tedious to me, honestly. So I don't really think I want to do that. But I do want to get you guys' input on that. Is Remind and maybe the data fights on critical mode, oh my god, something you'd like to see me do? Because I have already done Remind on stream, and if we do Remind, it would likely be in the form of live streams. Because otherwise, again, it would just be very, very tedious to do. So that's what I'm thinking right now, is that I wouldn't do like it for the Saturday live stream or anything. What I would end up doing, most likely... You have to do this minigame 3 times, by the way, so we'll be busy for a while here. So what I would likely do is just, during the normal days where I would upload this, I would live stream the Remind portion and then the data fights. That's not what I wanted to do. Is what I'm thinking right now. So please do let me know what you think about what I should do with Remind. I'm personally... Oh, you actually do get ingredients for that. That is very nice. Personally, I'm thinking and leaning towards just finishing off the main story. Just when Xehanort is beaten, that's the end. And then we'll probably go back to Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizers. Probably. By that time, the PC release should have been released, and maybe there will be a better randomizer as well.
What a harvest!
And thanks to Sora's help.
Yes, quite right. Thank you.
And this was only the first out of 3 of them. No, take it. No, we don't want to do more bouncing.
Oh, no. There's no bouncing in farm work.
Aw, no bouncing at all?
Huh?
I want to bounce.
Whipper snappers and they're bouncing.
Excuse me, Rabbit. The carrots are very nice, but might you have
Carrots
some
and honey?
honey to
Actually,
with them?
that might
Now's
work.
not the time, Pooh. If I give you any honey here, I'll just end up with a bear stuck in my front door again.
Well, looks like your problem's solved. Guess I'll be on my way.
Solved? Oh, it's far from solved. We still
Yes,
need
of
to
course
harvest
we
the
do.
fruit.
Won't you stay, Sora, for the sake of honey?
I don't think you know how honey
Okay.
works, though. So yeah, you might think, oh, we get a different minigun. No, we don't. We definitely do not. Also, yeah, we start the minigames by talking to a piece of wood rather than a person, because that makes complete sense, doesn't it? So yeah, it's literally the same minigame. It's just now it's fruit instead of vegetables. How amazing! Also, you need to find 700 in total. It's not just that it's a mini game that is repeated like three or four times. I think it's just 3. It is also a very long minigame because you need to get a very high score, like 700 in total. I just maybe it's easier to do in a different way if you can like chain things together more. Is what I'm thinking. No, that is not enough. It does introduce a new mechanic, granted. I have to give it that. And maybe using some more of that will also help. It does introduce a new mechanic of like the fruit sliding down. I'll give it that much, but still, that's just it's just bad. I'm sorry. This is the worst 100-acre word. Sorry, I almost choked my own spit there. I know that this is a very complainy episode, but that's because this is a stupid-ass world, and honestly, if I had known that it was optional before coming here, I might have not done it, because it's a very stupid world.
I'll do it.
I hope you've left the ones I'm after.
Oh, wait, if I don't take the lemons, Rabbit will take the lemons. I think that's how that works, right?
Impressive.
And chaining things together, always in Bejeweled type games, is a good thing, so
The ones I'm after.
this should be a good one. Okay, that was not a chain at all.
I'll gather these. Nice.
Will this make a chain? No.
Thanks, Rabbit.
But at least all the lemons are gone, and then also some of the pears, and oh, that's just literally a chain. Never mind.
What a bounty. Well done.
I also just don't like Bejeweled. That's the thing.
Impressive.
There's a lot of things I don't like about this. I probably should have been using this a little bit more.
Thanks.
Matter of fact, I think I can just use a couple of times in a row. It's a slow thing to use though, which is... Actually, this might just push me over the edge. It certainly did not push me over the edge.
There we go.
But this will. There we go. Okay, so maybe I am mistaken, and there's just 2 of these. If there's a third one, I'm going to lose my shit. Because we've got vegetables, we've got fruits. What else could there be? Honey. Is there a honey version of this? Is there? This better be good for a reward.
Yes, yes. Look at all this marvelous fruit.
Oh, it's lovely. Lumpy loves fruit.
Or do we only get materials to make?
No,
Oh
Rabbit.
no.
I find that fruit always tastes better
Yeah,
with a
Pooh,
little
we know.
honey.
You're right, Pooh. It certainly does.
Hoo-hoo! Then I'll keep looking for fruit up at Bouncing Height.
And I'll surge closer to the soil.
Sora?
No! There is a third one! God damn it!
Oh. Hmm? A surprise? For Pooh Bear?
Yes, Sora?
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, I hate this. So let's do the flower patch, I guess. There's gonna be like 1,000 we need to get here, I'm sure, because the first one was 500 and 700, so it needs to be like 900 or 999. Either or. If it's just like 300, that would be fantastic, because I don't want to do a lot of this. Collecting honey. Oh, thanks, I hate it. Oh, this one is timed. That is actually so much better.
I hope you've left the ones I'm after.
That just means that we do it for 2 minutes of this and then be done with it. I actually appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I think the main goal here is just pretty much to get these honey pots, right?
Well done. Look at that.
Let's...
I think I'll gather these.
I don't care what you want to gather.
Perfect.
So when we get this, we get some honey down there. Okay, I get it.
Thanks, Rabbit.
Delicious.
Why does chaining seem to be so much easier in this version than it was in the previous ones? It's probably got something to do with the fact that chaining isn't as relevant here, maybe? I don't know.
I'm so very hungry.
In the end, all that I really care about is just finishing this, because I think the only thing you get out of this is a synthesis material for the Ultima weapon, which obviously we're not gonna go after. Then again, we might go after it if we end up doing Remind and the DLC fights, the data fights. Because for that you need to be max level, and the easiest way to get max level is to get the Ultima weapon and then use its shotlock to grind battle gates. So definitely, if we end up doing that, we would have needed the Ultima weapon regardless. Well, you don't need it, but it's definitely... The Ultima weapon is a really good way, with its shotlock, to murder a lot of enemies very, very quickly. It's not great against single target enemies at all, but it's amazing against groups of enemies. Because it just murders them. It is a grossly overpowered shotlock against mob fights. Which reminds me, next episode we're going to get started on Arendelle, which probably has one of my favorite Keyblades in the game. Still on my first save file, up until the end, up until the very end of the game, including Remind, I have that as one of my 3 equipped Keyblades. That being said, that is without having Oblivion, because I've never actually completed the game on... That was stupid. I've never actually completed the game on critical mode, which is what you need to do to get Oblivion. I have Oathkeeper, because I think you get Oathkeeper for getting... doing something or other. Getting all of the lucky emblems is what gets you Oathkeeper? Something like that. Or maybe it is the opposite way around. But anyway, I have one of the two, I don't have the other one.
Here, Pooh, a pot full of honey. It's your reward for being such a big help. Eat all you want.
Oh, thank you, Rabbit.
You planted all these flowers just for Pooh?
Really? Why?
It's simple, honey. Flowers mean...
Yeah, so why did we harvest the flowers?
Honeybees. And honeybees mean honey.
Oh, and the flowers are so lovely. I like the pretty colors.
Let you see Pooh's face!
Look at them all. They're both an even higher than me.
My dude is high on some honey, which I think theoretically is possible. I heard something like that once.
Sora, I believe the one I should thank for all that yummy, delicious...
Yeah,
honey.
because I went out of my way to do this optional shit.
Don't mention it, Pooh. Besides, we all helped.
Did we though? Did we?
Sora, You used to be right here. Why is it that you went away?
Away? Oh, that's what you meant by your home.
Yes. You see, when I get a rumbly in my tumbly, it's very hard to think of anything but honey. So I was worried that I might have forgotten you away.
Silly bear, I'd never.
Oh, good. Because I want us to be together forever.
Pooh,
Well, technically
we're
speaking,
together. There isn't a second that we're not. Except I can feel it. Our connection's weaker.
yeah, why is that?
What's wrong?
Please do
Sora?
explain that to me.
Oh, it's nothing. What matters is I'll be here from now on. No going away.
Thank you, Sora.
And Sora's back on the cover with his new outfit. And that is pretty much the only reason this all happened. So that Sora wouldn't have his Kingdom Hearts 2 outfit on the cover, I guess. So yeah, that's the entire thing. It's about 20 minutes. Oh, we got a Keyblade for it. Actually, that might be worth it. Let me check, because that might not be a bad Keyblade to have, actually. I think its shot lock and Keyblade transformation are similar to the Shooting Star one. But if it's got like better stats, which I don't think it does necessarily, but if it's better than, I don't know. I'm kind of happy with my current Keyblade setup until we get the one from Arendelle, actually. Because the Mirage Staff is really, really fucking good. Or Happily Ever After. The Mirage Staff is its transformation.
Splendid. All is as it should be.
But how come Sora's picture disappeared?
I'd very much like to know that as well.
Something's happened to me that made me vanish from Pooh's heart. Merlin, I don't ever.
No, they're going to lose
my
to you
friends.
instead. Spoilers.
Well now,
Huh?
there's no need to fret, lad. Whatever's lost can be found again. There are always new paths between hearts for us to discover and traverse. But you already know that.
Yeah.
So the answer just doesn't exist. Can I go back into the book? No, let's not. I never want to go back there. So what really makes me think there is that Verum Rex is a fictional world within this video game. Like, lore-wise, what we have seen. Quadratum is what it's called, actually. How is 100 Acre Wood not also a fictional world? And if it is, have I been going back and forth to a fictional world since Kingdom Hearts 1? Anyway, we've got... maybe... it's got the same stats. It's got the same stats. What is its Keyblade level? Because if it's a lower level with the same stats...
I bet this post
I don't
will
care,
give us a
usually.
game.
Let's see. Keyblade Forge? Hold on. Is it a lower level? It's level 4? And this is level 3. Well... I guess we have a new Keyblade to use. We don't have any Adamantite, so that's not going to work out. Let's actually... we have a little bit of time to go, so let's use it in battle a little bit, and it's 7 and 7. That's actually a really good balanced Keyblade. It might be my new go-to Keyblade, depending on how good it is. If it is as good as I remember it being, which I doubt it will be that good, Because I feel like I'm overhyping this Keyblade, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, the only way to get to the old mansion, kid, is through the fucking sewers at this point, which, again, just kind of a weird thing. Okay, let's see. Seems to be dealing decent enough Hello, Donald. Seems to be dealing decent enough damage to these shadows. But I would very much like to see its transformation abilities. Okay, so far I actually quite like this Keyblade. I have to keep in mind that I am still getting the cuisine boost. I also think Harvester, let's actually check that. I think Harvester means that items will drop more. Let's see, pick up 1 extra cooking ingredient each time. Oh, that is also very useful, actually.
I bet you there's a lucky
Again,
here.
Don't really give a shit about lucky emblems. Let's try its shot lock. It's got a 28 lock, and it's literally just the same, I think, as it's just a reskin of the other one, but I think its stats are more balanced. The other one was more magic based, I think. So actually, it's really useful because I would very much have liked to keep the dual arrow guns. It's literally the same. I would very much have liked to keep that one, but it was more magic based, and I got a better magic based Keyblade. So now that I have something that has the same utility, but with more balanced stats, I actually quite appreciate that. Can I try to? No, I didn't get the Honey Blaster one. It's just the same, I'm assuming. So I guess let's just end here, because this is going to take a while if I want to kill all of the Heartless around. I also, let's use a bit of thunder, a bit of water, a bit of fire, and you know what? Another Keyblade transformation, because why the hell not? Maybe this time we can actually transform into the second tier. Maybe we can. We probably can, actually, because we're doing a lot of damage to a lot of enemies. I'm not hitting anything. Okay, doesn't look like we will. Oh my god, that was so close. So yeah, this is the exact same. It's just honey, which is fine. It's fine. In the back of my mind, I was kind of hoping that it would be at least slightly different, but isn't there any enemies around here? There is not. Okay. Seems like let's just finish. Why not? I must say, the animation, I prefer it. Because all of the liquidy gooiness, I kind of like that. Next time we'll be going to Arendelle. That's been it for today. It ended up being a decently long episode anyway. It's not very long, but not as short as I was expecting. Mostly because we did the Honey Keyblade tryout. It feels like we're going to get some dialogue here. We did not, in fact, get any dialogue. And next time we're going to go to Arendelle, which is surely not going to be annoying and tedious and bad and everything in between. I just don't like the world. Okay? It's the last bad world we go to. It's the only really bad world, because after that we still have the Caribbean, which is a lot of fun, and we have San Francisco, which is mostly just confusing, but that might again be because I never actually got the map to that place in my initial playthrough. So maybe in this one it'll be a lot more fun. I don't know. I'll see you all back next time. Bye.